Then we'll start working on the piece, and then we'll take a little break for announcements and some whatever questions and all that kind of stuff to catch up with business stuff. Then we'll go back and finish, see how far we get in the piece. Sounds like a plan? So let's start with our warm up. Can you hear that, everyone? Yes, thumbs up. Great. So be sure that you mute yourself. We'll do it on me oh, and do a real slide up and down on me and oh, and use the me. Use the hum in order to really access the your front sinuses, all the front spaces that really vibrates. So we have me, oh, and then go to O, slide, and back down. Here we go. Ready? Now. Next. Be sure that you're using about 85% of your voice. Sometimes being in a small room makes you feel like you got to pull back a little bit, but don't try not to do that if possible. Next one, begin. Make every sound like the most beautiful that you can make, every note. Next one, go. Slide. So slide up and down. Next one, two more. This one, go. Lovely, but mute yourself. And the last one, please. Ready? Begin. Right. And then you're trying to use about 80, 85%, 90% of your voice, yeah? So we do R1. No, before we do that, let's do follows going down. So we'll do on follow. Every note your best note, every note even vibrato, all the way down. Use your voice. Ready? Follow. B flat scale. You can't get to the bottom without using low register. You'll have to be using low register. Next one, B major. Go. Three more. Go. Even vibrato on everything, every note your best note. Next one, begin. And finally, D major. Begin. Okay, every note your best note. You can do it on follow, or when you're warm up, you can do it on bravo. If you have trouble rolling R's, then do it on bravo so you can practice rolling an R. Bravo, yeah? And if you can't roll an R, then you substitute a D for it. Bravo, bravo, like BD, bravo. That'll still work. It'll keep you from doing an American R, which is the last thing you want to do. Well, maybe it's the first thing you want to do, but the last thing we want to hear. So here we are on our EO. Be sure that each O has a little bit of a lift, a little pulse that you tuck in right at the belly button. You feel yourself pulsing in. Ready and go. EO. And keep going. Don't spread. piece can drop down. Keep making noise. Keep it strong. Two more, please. Last one. So how's it feel after all those Christmas cookies and after all that eggnog? It's good to see you all. I'm excited about working on this piece with you, only because none of us, including me, have ever heard it. And we won't hear it until we actually have the final product in hand, because we won't be unless you have a quartet or a sextet in your house that you can sing together. But I don't think any of us have that. So it's going to be an exciting adventure. So we're going to begin right at the top of Shout Joy, and have your pencils handy also, so we can write in some stuff. I'm excited to do this piece. And you know what? I'm not worried about whether you're going to like it or not, because you know how you are. You end up liking it like 2 days before the performance. So we'll be just fine. Yeah, have your pencils out. E major to begin. What I did in here, I changed keys a lot and changed style and genre a lot. But it stays pretty much a contemporary piece, pretty modern in terms of major sevens, and nines, and 11s. But a lot of major sevens happen. So uh, in the first chord, baritones, you should be on the D sharp. Patricia, are you with us, or are you doing other stuff? Okay, you're doing other stuff.
I'm here. Sorry, what is
Okay.
it?
What I'm going to need at some point is a roster of who everyone is, so I can see what parts I need to adjust or whatever.
Okay.
When we know who's going to be involved, what voice who the people are, so I know the voice types. And if they're
Okay.
new people, I need to know their voice types. Okay.
Okay, I'm in now.
Okay. So here we go. We're in E major to begin. We could begin on an E major chord. So the sopranos, it's going to lead you right in. You're going to hear. Then that's you. And then that's you altos, and bass and tenor. You're right on the tonic also, but it's the baritone who has the color. That's what we need. So be sure that D sharp is good. I'll give you one bar right before you come in. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so notice that the eighth note equals the eighth note. So you're thinking, oh, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Yeah. So let's count that all together. Just count the beats in the bars, beginning with bar number 6, just so we know how it feels. Ready? Go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Does that make sense mathematically to you?
Eighth bar is also eighth note equals eighth note.
Yeah. You mean bar 9? Was that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, bar 9. Yeah, eighth note equals eighth note. So let's count that again. Don't be shy, because you can be wrong and no one will ever hear you right now. Whenever there's a breath that's listed by a comma, it's going to be an eighth note, just an eighth note breath. So we have oh, sing unto, yeah. So it's an eighth note breath. Let's count the numbers. Here we are. Ready? Go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Make sense? Be sure that alto, who is that? Alto, bass, baritone in bar number 8, that you don't cut off until the 4th beat. Hang on there, you'll cover their word and that's okay. So here we go again. Here's your chord.
Sorry, Thomas, in bar 7, that's a soprano DVC.
Yes, that should be sopranos and baritones who sing the middle part. Let me just see. Well, I can't tell. I can't see all the pages, but I think we have enough second sopranos. We'll find it. I'll find that out when I get the roster of who's singing. Yeah. And in sopranos, if you don't have an A, then sing second soprano. You won't be a second-class citizen. So here we go again. Here's your opening chord. In baritone, be sure that D sharp stays really close to that E natural. Here we are, and 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4, 2, 3, 2. Let's just do just the women, please. 1, 2, women, go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So don't resist the tension that happens in those dissonances. Be sure that happens. Altos, let me do you alone. 2, altos, go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, off. Sorry, don't get bored. It's only 2 notes, I understand. Yeah, don't get bored. Let me hear the men.
Hey, Thomas.
Yes.
Thomas, I have a rhythm question. Pardon my ignorance. What does that exactly mean when you write 8th note equals 8th note?
That means that the pulse of the 8th note, it stays the same, even though the feeling of it is changing.
So from the measure before, if you were counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all the little 1 and the ands, they stay the same in the next
Right.
measure?
Yeah, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 1.
Thank you. I've always wondered that.
So it's this. Here's the 8th note. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Otherwise, it would be a triplet, which we don't want. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da. Which we don't want the triplet. Yeah. So it's all even. Let's hear what the men are doing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Oh, it's C natural baritones or basses. The last note on his, that's going to be a C natural. It carries over from earlier. Let's do everybody, please. Here's E major and the B and the D sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2, go on and. Yeah, this is fun. This is great. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I count the 7, 8 as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. But the 8 notes are all equal. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and so forth. Does that make sense to you intellectually? Hopefully.
Thomas, do you want us to put little triangles above magnify hit?
You could do that.
1, and then there's lines.
Is that Sue Phillips?
Yes. Hi.
You look different.
Thank you. I have gray hair.
Well, don't we all?
Well, I haven't been to the place to get it cut yet.
We're all in different stages of covering it up. I just shaved mine off. Okay.
And also, your dog is so cute.
Oh, yeah, she's laying right here under the piano. The piano scared her the first day because she wasn't sure what it was. but now she's pretty wonderful. You can put triangles over the threes. That might help you to count a little bit. So we have magnify him that rideth upon the heavens. Let's just speak it. 2, ready, go. Magnify him that rideth upon the heavens. Yeah, off on 2. So here we are. And just listen, I'll play it slowly so you hear your chords. And slowly works really well for me. Anything adagio works well for my playing. Here it is, listen again. With a più mosso at the top. What does più mosso mean? Più mosso?
More movement?
More movement.
A little faster, yeah.
Yeah, more motion or more movement. So, and meno is the opposite, less motion, yeah? So listen to all the major 7 chords. Or minor 7. Here's 1. Let's just do women, but not that slow. Da 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 bee ba ba da da bum bum. Alto and soprano 2, ready, go. And you end up in C major. And you can do words or do whatever you want to right now because I can't hear you anyway. I just want you to get the notes and the rhythms right. And then the third requirement is going to be the text. But if the text screws you up right now, then forget about it. Just do it on a neutral syllable. But I want the right notes. I don't want you coming to dress rehearsal and talking about, what, can you play my part? No. Okay. I miss you. It's really nice to see you. Here we are, alto and soprano. 1, 2, ready, go. And you'll just have to watch to see how the tempo goes a little faster so you know where your 2 is to cut off. But we'll see that when we do the final recording, Jim and I. Let's do the tenor and bass. Bass, tenor, 1, 2, 3, go. Some woman, mute yourself, please. One more time, please. Be sure you move with the changing pitches. 2, men, go. And together we put it. And then we're going to go on. Yeah? 2, ready, go. 3, 4, 1, 2. You're off on 2. Oh, we're going to go on, I said. Sorry. Well, let's go back and do it again, and then we'll go on. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. We end on a D major 7. So listen to praise him in his name. Do you hear that dissonance? The F against the F, G, A, all on that chord. So we have. So second sopranos, you're going to have. You're going to go down to the B. Altos, you have. In sopranos, you have the melody. Let's do women. 2, 3, 4. 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, breath. Yeah, name, let me see, name. Yeah, still an 8th note release. No longer than that. Let's do that again. Soprano, alto. 2, 3, 4. Praise him. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. alto stays on the same pitch. You just go up a half step or half step or full step middles, and then you're up to the A for sopranos. Let's do the tenor and bass, please. Praise him in his name. Bar 16, I believe that is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so it's basically a D major chord on that ya, except the second sopranos add the major seventh. Without them, we have this. Typical. We throw the C sharp in. It makes it very, very cool. Let's do it, please, from bar 16. 1, 2, ready, now. 3, 4, and off. Let's do it one more time. 16, 2, 3, 4. Be sure that you take a breath in bar 18 before you have your yaw. Be sure you take a quick 8-note breath. I call that section 1 or section A. That's section A. Section B begins at bar number 23. Section B, you can call that section B, beginning at 23, which we're going to start in just a minute. But let's do all of A again. This time I'm just going to play the piano part. We're going to go a little under tempo because I can handle it at that tempo, and we'll see what happens. Make notes of the places that are challenging for you so we can come back and look at them. Yeah. So here we go, right from the top. To the next section. How'd you do?
Quick question for Thomas.
Yes, Peter.
Do you feel a bit of a crescendo in 17 into 18?
Oh, of course. Yeah, definitely. That happens. It's fun doing premiere pieces, creating it for the standard for everyone else. What other questions do you have in that section? Okay, we'll come back to it again.
I have a dumb question.
I bet it's not, Stephanie.
No, it is. How do you want us to say in measure 19? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have another one. In measure 9, for the sopranos, the last 8th note, would you like that to be the A with the altos, or are we just staying on the C natural?
In bar 9?
Yes.
The last note?
Yes, for his.
You sing the A. I'm not sure what you mean. You sing the A in unison with the altos.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Okay,
I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, sure. So let's look at this next section at 25. And just so we're clear, your rest will let you know what that you sing. So the order is soprano, tenor, alto, bass. That's who shouted is soprano, then tenors follow, and then altos have shouted, and then basses have cry it. And we do that for 3 bars. And then the women are together, and the men are together. And in basses, if that's too high for you, which it probably is, you just do it head voicey. So you'll do like cry it, cry it, cry it, shout it. Just head voice, and tenors will sing it. I don't want you straining or sounding like a seal who's being murdered. So just use head voice for it. And make sure that they're no longer than eighth notes. And we're F sharp minor now. Let's just try it. We'll start it right at we're on F sharp, and sopranos you're going to start on the third. 1 3 5 3 1, and tenors you're going to be on the root, and altos you're going to be on the seventh. Yeah, let's try it. 1 2 25. 1 2 3 and. We see the pattern, no big deal, right? Make sense? Question? Let's do that again, and I'll play the piano part. I'll start at right at top of section B, bar 23. Ready, and. Okay, I didn't play so well. So we'll do it again. And I want to tell you, this dynamic should be about mezzo piano to mezzo forte. So write mezzo piano dash mezzo forte. When piano comes in at B, it's going to be mezzo piano. I can't play these octaves, so I'll just repeat the lower octave, yeah? Here we are again. Ready, and. Sopranos, be sure you start on the A. Don't start on the F sharp. There's your first note. Here we are again. Ready, and. We clear on that? Great. This next section, the most important thing is going to be the text. Altos begin it, cry it aloud upon the wind. And then tenors, you have the next melody. Then sopranos, you have it. And then basses, you have it. And then it continues that way. So let's do 31 through 38, but only the text. Not the cry-its and shout-its, yeah? Just the text. 1, 2, altos, begin. Tenor. Soprano. Bass. Alto. Tenor. You with me? Let's try this. Go ahead, Ellen. Push your space bar. Push your space bar. I can't hear you. You're muted.
I bet she's going to ask if it's sopranos at 33 and at 37.
Yes, it looks as though it's altos doing the second. Now I've lost it because I was fiddling with it.
It's altos, then tenors, then sopranos, then basses. So sopranos
Right.
at 33 and sopranos at 37.
Thomas,
Yes.
on measure 32, do you want us to put something on the first part of upon the
Let me see.
upon the wind?
Oh, let me look. Let me look at my original. I think you might have a cry it there. What bar is that?
32.
Oh. You know, what you have is correct, but make it a cry it. Yeah, make it a cry it basis. At the very end of 32.
So then we rest on the downbeat of 33.
Right. You have 2/8 notes and you're done. Okay, that's what we're figuring out. Make sense? Let's
One
do.
more question for that section.
Yeah.
The word steed, when we're ending that phrase there, it doesn't carry over to the next measure. Do you want
Right.
it that short?
Yeah. So we have take the tail of this steed. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're off
Yeah.
before one,
Yeah. Right. Or right off on one.
right off on one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's short because I just don't want to cover up the next line. Okay. These are good questions. And that's what happens when you do a premiere piece. Let's do just those text people, beginning in alto, tenor, soprano, then bass. And we'll go a little slower. 2, ready, go. Make sense? Let's try it with the piano part and see what happens. Just those lines, please. And they have to emerge as being the richer, fuller line. 2, ready, alto. Right, so if you notice, it just goes back from a C chord in the first inversion to B minor. It goes back and forth between those two chords. Okay, now give me everything else, all the criets. So sopranos, you have the first one. Basses, you have the second one. Tenors, you have the third one. Your criet is written pretty low, but that's what you have. Let's try it. 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3. Next place. 2, 3, 4. Okay, basses, that should be another criet in bar 36 at the last two notes. Make that a criet also. Let's go
Question
again.
from the tenors.
Yeah,
At the end of measure 35,
yes.
stems up, so it's tenors singing cry and then going on with the melody in 36.
Yeah, so you should cry it aloud. Yeah. Sorry, don't sing like that, Peter. Let's go again. Just to cry it, people. And is that all it is? It's just criets? You had no shout-its, is it? Okay, cry it. That's fine. 2, sopranos, go. Tenor. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Clear, everyone? Let's try everybody doing all of it. Do your part and then go to your criets. Here, altos begin, soprano, bass, there you are. 1, 2, bar 31, go. Go on, we're gonna go on. Fling across the sky. Let's just do that, please. 39, soprano, alto, begin, ready, go. Then. Two altos up. we go to the C major chord. It's kind of a surprise. We're not sure where it's going to be. A deceptive cadence, we call it. Yeah, let's do that again. Fling across. 39, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, resolve. Great. Let's do all that from Cry It. Beginning at 31. 31. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. And then the next section is going to be called section C. C is in cat.
Thomas, I have a question.
Please.
For the end of wake, are we holding that out through 44 or are we cutting off in 43 so that the piano carries on the fermata on 44?
You'll be off right as they play that fermata at 44.
Okay.
So you put the K right on the downbeat of that bar.
Okay.
Right as you turn the page. Make sense? Okay, this time is getting away from me. You know, let's see what time it is. Yikes. Okay, so let's pause for a couple minutes and do some announcements. Polly, I don't know if you have anything. I want to announce that I want to thank Julie for making this readable for you. So you won't have to look at my handwriting, which looks like this.
We know,
Actually,
Tom.
not that bad this time.
Come on, be kind now.
I don't have any announcements, Thomas.
Okay.
I was, except that I was just thinking the other day, I haven't had to scold anybody for wearing cologne to rehearsal. It's wonderful.
That's really true. That's
See,
really
there's an upside to everything, right?
right.
Polly,
Hey,
I have an announcement. Our friend and my neighbor Sherry Cho just got her second vaccination today. She's feeling pretty lousy, so she opted out of tonight's rehearsal.
I see.
But you know, just a few days of what do you call it, reaction, and then it's
Right.
okay.
Right.
I also had mine, but I've had no reaction except a little bit of soreness.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think the older you get, the less reaction you have to the second shot.
Good. I want to hear
Oh,
that.
Good
But
news.
I'll be
I
in
don't
good
know.
shape.
Micah didn't have any reactions, but he
Oh,
knows lots of people who have.
Yeah, lots of the residents had reactions,
Yeah.
but they just
My
last about
sister had.
12 hours.
Okay. My sister had no problem. She got them both. She lives in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love you. Let's visit later, okay?
Okay.
We can stay on and visit later. This was just a break for announcements. Yeah.
So we don't get to see the puppy until later?
Well, she might not make an appearance today. She's sleeping and I don't want to wake her up.
Oh,
Did
you
you
are
see
already
Tuesdays with Tom?
smitten.
What's that?
Sleeping dogs.
She was on Tuesdays with Tom.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, for the last couple one, I think. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
here we are at rehearsal C, big C. It's bar 45. It's kind of like a canon. Let's see if we can get through this, and then section D is going to begin where it says playful at bar number 57. But let's see if we can get through C. It's B flat minor. Let's just read it. 1, 2, 3. I'm too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. go to D major, yeah? It's very cool. It's kind of lovely too. Let's do that again. Watch that melody.
Thomas?
And I would say women don't breathe in those phrases. Even though there's punctuation, I would say keep the let's defer to the line, to the vocal line. So,
What?
so no breath after caught, but
Hey,
one
Thomas.
after fled. Question, yes.
What's the split in 54 and 55?
She's dreaming now. 54 is soprano 1 and 2. Or we can do alto. Okay, I'm going to change this. Let's do alto divisi at 54 on the whole notes. And let's do second sopranos. When you get to the E, just hang on to that E. Make it like a half note. So sopranos, you have. So you understand what I mean? Second sopranos will hang on to the E for the while this first sopranos go up to the G sharp, and altos divide. So we have. And that's an augmented chord. And it's an A4 too. So can we just start at the light of his name? Listen to what happens in the chords. A major. And we go up in half steps. Make sense? The light? Let's do it. 2, 3. And it says we begin at the same tempo, then accelerando and crescendo. So by the time we get to the ya, all the yaws are pretty strong. So that should be a nice forte by the time you get the ya. Let's say by the time you get the stars, be mezzo forte. And then by the time you get the ya, be forte. He cannot be caught, section C. Let's try that and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd you do? Should we do it once more?
Actually, it would really help if you played our parts.
Why? I already played your parts, Penny.
And well, yeah, but I
All right, I'll help you a little bit.
Thomas, can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
So it says TB1, so at the beginning there's no bass, but should the bass come in where the divisi is?
Oh yeah, the bass should come in on the light.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, that's a good question. Okay, here we go. Same thing. 45, 2, 3, 4. don't know what you're doing at 50 and 50 and 51. Can we start he cannot be known? Just the women? Listen to it. And what's the culprit note? It's his. No, it's the second note of knowledge. He cannot be known. Soprano, alto, together, go. Then you have A flat to A, natural. So he cannot be known. Same thing for the men. 2, ready, 1, 2. Your part's easier. Do it one more time. 1, 2. Yeah. And I tried to make the vocal lines interesting because oftentimes altos all they do is sing low, and all tenors do is sing high. So I'm trying to give people some opportunities. I like it when women sing high, like at the end of the Mahler 2. Stephanie, you're trying to get back in. Let me let you in, my dear. I don't know what happened. Well, there we are.
I'm trying to fix my, don't worry about it.
You good?
I'll find out soon.
Okay. He cannot be caught. Write it quarter note equals 48, bar 45, everyone. 2, 3, 4. Men. Then we're into 6/8, yeah, in D major. And be sure you feel this rhythm. Catch the falling dragon right between his flailing wings. So the quarter note is going to stay the same, yeah? And if we were counting, we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so forth. Did you follow that? Why don't we just count it one time together? John, you didn't follow it. I can see it by the look on your face. We're going to count beginning at playful. We're just going to count the beats, and we're going to count the eighth notes. So if it's in 2, 4, 3, 4, or 4, 4, count 1 and 2 and 3 and, yeah? And if it's in 6/8, just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try it. You'll get better. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and then so forth. Once we get up to 65, it's all straight quarters. So just listen to it, please. I'm just going to play slowly. I'll try to play my part and yours. Well, no, I can't do that. I'll just play whatever I can. Ready? Listen. this is exciting. Yeah. Peter, it's the same thing at 68 and 69. Well, it implies a crescendo. Yeah. And second sopranos, we divide on calling with a mighty voice. And baritones, you have calling with, you stay on the D. Tenors are all on the E, basses are all on the A. So you have flailing wings. So you want to put sopranos put almost another syllable on it, so we get the 16th note in bar number 61. Flailing wings. You know what I mean? Put another 8th note there, or another consonant there. Listen again.
Thomas?
Yes.
Thomas? Are the altos singing at measure 61?
Yeah, you're singing flailing.
Okay.
Stems down for the altos.
Oh, so we just have the quarter notes.
Right. You have the quarter notes. And
yeah, okay, thanks.
So let's just listen one more time. I'll give you 2 bars. I'll go under tempo. Then we go into 2 choirs. Yeah? Let's try that much. Any question before we try it? Sweet. Then let's give it a shot. Catch the falling, and I'll give you 2 bars. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let me fix a couple things. Ride between his flailing wings, altos alone. 1, ready, go. Yeah, it moves along. It moves along. Do that one more time, altos. Ride between his flailing wings. 2, ready, go. Right. Baritones, I think you're bass and baritones. I think you're all right. Off scale. Watch that perfect fourth. Grasp the horn of the unicorn. Yeah? Let's do it one more time and then go back and do all that we did today. So let's start from the playful section. Catch the falling dragon. Here's bar 55. A little under tempo. 4, 5, 6. it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. And then I'll let you know next week who's going to stay on choir 1 or choir 2 after I see who's participating. So let's run that much from the top. Yeah.
Thomas,
Yes, please.
at measure 65, there's a tempo change. Is
Yeah.
that a sudden change or is that prepared?
Let me see. What was the tempo before that? I don't know yet.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So from the top, please, do the best you can. Yeah, so thanks for enduring my piano playing, but how did you do? Decently?
Thanks for writing such a cool piece.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. That's nice of you to say. I'm kind of liking it.
Thomas, I may be the only one, but I'm like honestly really lost. Are there going to be any like part practice sections that you'll be like recording?
It's in the schedule.
Oh yeah, there's not a recording of that. Like we have the MIDI files in the past for other pieces where we could practice our part.
I might have mentioned to you that I'm working on that now. I haven't recorded my conducting stuff yet.
Got it. Okay, awesome.
And the recording that you're listening to now with Jim playing is him without me conducting it. So it's going to be slightly different, but we're going to do that as soon as we can, and get the 6 singers to sing it, to record it, so you'll have something to work with.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, because we've never heard this before, so I think it's very cool. And thanks for wanting to participate in it, all 62 of you. So, Polly, anything?
Can I ask a quick question, Thomas?
Yes.
What is the source of the text? It says Madeline L'Engle. What is this from?
I don't know. I found it and I read it and I said, oh, I'm going to write a song based on that.
Is anyone going to involve in the mental thing tomorrow night?
Polly, do you know about this text?
No, but I could probably find it, find the
Because
source.
because you know this writer, don't you?
Yeah, I can find it.
Didn't she
I
write
know her. I'll look it up.
Time. is
A
her
Wrinkle in Time? Yeah.
famous book, yeah.
Oh, Wrinkle in Time, really?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. She's also wrote a bunch of other science speculative fiction.
Well,
didn't read it.
oh, that's quite interesting. So good. We're working through it. We're figuring stuff out, and we'll have a better idea. And I wanted to work on the piece with you before I did the final conducting of it, because that's going to the work we're doing is going to influence how that goes.
Hey,
No-
Tom, I heard on QED today, our choir's gonna be on QED Friday night at 7 p.m.
Right, the Langston Hughes concert.
Yeah.
So check that out at 7:30.
7 or 7:30, Thomas? 7:30?
Is it 7 o'clock?
I thought it was 7 o'clock. That's what Cunningham said this morning.
Okay, so I'm sure that's right.
Could be wrong.
Yeah. Patricia, do you have any announcements?
Well, I was going to say WQED this Friday. I thought it was 7:30, but I'll send out an email confirming the time.
Cool, cool. It's really good to be with you. I hope it's enjoyable for you. Well, it must be, or you wouldn't be here. So, thanks for being here, and Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you.
21 is really starting out interesting, isn't it?
That's the word.
Bang.
So the official rehearsal is over. If you want to stay and hang out, can we do that for a little while, Patricia?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I put the, it's from 3 Advent poems, and I put the link in the chat.
Oh, great, great.
Ooh, ads.
Oh, nice. Great. Oh, chat.
So when did you write this, Thomas? Very recently?
No, it's not recent. I wrote it maybe about 7 years ago. It was a commission that someone paid me to write. And then when I gave it to them, they said, you can write whatever you want because we have a professional choir. I said, okay, great. And so I turned in the commission. They didn't pay me for it because they said it was too hard and they couldn't sing it. And I'm thinking, you cheap bastards. So it's perfect for us to try and do. And I think it's really manageable. I don't think it's really, it might be like on the scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 5, maybe a 4 or 5. It's not really that hard as we start breaking it down as we're doing today. And I think next time we're all together, I'm sure we'll get to the end of it. Yeah. Because it's only what, about 5 minutes long? Something like that. So everybody doing all right?
Yep.
Anybody going to the inauguration? I'm going to keep my ass right at home.
Virtually, for sure. Virtually, yeah.
Right.
Right.
Everything is virtual these days, right?
I assume that'll be
that
what,
way.
next Tuesday, probably.
No, it's a Wednesday. It's January 20th.
Yeah,
January 20th, yeah.
Oh,
It
it's
wouldn't
a
be
Wednesday.
I wouldn't mind if it was virtual inauguration.
I know, I wish it was.
I'd feel better.
Well, I don't think there are going to be that many people at it.
Well,
are
I
there?
think they're doing a lot of virtual stuff. Yeah.
I'm just talking about the swearing in ceremony. I wish it was going to be online.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was Biden or Harris, I'd want to be secured somewhere. I wouldn't want to be out.
Like an undisclosed location.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think actually that would be bad. I think they have to stand up there and, I mean, these are,
it doesn't have to be-
people, but they have to not be scared to be out there.
But it doesn't have to happen on the steps of the Capitol, does it?
They're gonna do
Yeah,
it
but you
pretty
can't-
right this time.
They're going to do it, yeah.
You can't put off being in public forever. It's gonna Biden's gonna have to put himself out there. So
Well, that's true, but amongst all the specific threats right now,
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be out there. I mean, they're going to be well protected, but the rest of the people out there, won't be so well protected.
I don't think there are going to be that many people, are there?
And anyway, the people who are doing this are a really small number of people. I mean, it's not like it's 70 million people.
Yeah, but when people show up with nooses and, handguns,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
concerning.
they've put together protests in all 50 states.
Yeah, this Saturday, it's supposed to be in all the state capitals.
Well, and there was a
mentioned Pittsburgh too.
And they
Right.
mentioned Pittsburgh, yeah.
Right.
But for the inauguration, they've supposedly put forward like 25 or 30,000 troops, so they'll probably be well protected.
I think they'll be fine. Yeah.
Oh, is that right, Matt? I'm glad
Yeah,
to hear that.
that's true.
Yeah.
They're also making no-fly lists. At least they were requested to do that for the people that were actually in the Capitol.
And they've been arresting them.
Yes, and excuse me, but a lot of them are going to get COVID because there were an awful lot of people not wearing masks, and that would be just about the right time.
There are a couple senators now, or representatives.
Representatives, yeah. Yeah, actually, I feel bad for them. It's the Democrat representatives who were exposed to the Republicans refusing to wear their masks, yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, at least
I
George.
love the wording of the resolution, though, that one of the representatives wrote about wearing masks.
What's that, Polly? What did they
There-
say?
I like the wording of the resolution that one of the two representatives that got COVID wrote.
What did he say?
I don't remember. I just remember I liked it. I mean, you can, you might be able to.
They're going to fine people on the floor of the house who are not wearing a mask, like $100 or $500.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good, yeah.
Well, they should. It's
Yeah,
about
for
time
them.
people realize that they don't have the freedom to get other people sick. It's not a matter of freedom.
I agree.
Yeah. And they should expel those guys from the Senate, like Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley.